we're going to be turning this shed here into a chick shack. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some ventilation in here. It's really important when you have a coop that it's properly ventilated. It was really cold here last week. We were getting -40, -50 temperatures with the wind chill. And so they were in the other coops and they were okay in there, but we're getting more chickens. And we have lots of chicks that are, I think, 4 weeks old, and we're hatching some more today. So it's just, we're having a lot of chicks. So we want to get them all into one building so we're not cleaning up all these different spaces. So the chick brooder is going to come in here as well. But first I think we're going to work with the ventilation and get this thing properly ventilated. We bought a fan and vent pipes and all the things that you need. Because either that or we had to cut a lot of holes in the exterior, which we didn't want to do. So I'm just going to grab the venting stuff and that's where we're going to start. I got stuff that I got to bring in. And this stuff isn't heavy. Can you carry that? Can you carry that?
I have no mitts.
You know mitts. Well, go get some mittens.
Wait for me.
You want to carry that?
Hello, Rosie.
Can I carry that?
Yeah.
It's not very heavy at all. Yeah, put them on the countertop in there. Okay, that's all this stuff. And we got a new water or two, Noah. All right, I got the stuff. The girls got the other stuff.
Girls.
You're awesome. Okay, we're gonna put these up here. One of these goes inside, one goes outside. I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work, but. So this is the fan we got here. It's an airflow, and this is apparently how it works.
You can see it.
It's got a power cord, we've got power in here, and then this should hopefully take a lot of the moisture out. Okay, so what are we doing? You have to talk into my chest.
Into your chest. Okay, so we're going to take that and screw it right up to the beam.
Into the rafters, okay.
And then we take the fan,
Okay.
the flex hose, and the exhaust and run it right along there and out there.
Out there, okay.
That's the idea.
That's the idea. All right, let's see if it works.
What do you think? Here? And then we run it right straight out, right?
Do you think we should? It doesn't matter, it's good. It's good, I think, where it is.
Yeah. That's good, right?
Right. Okay, should I come up the other side and hold it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to make sure the cord is on this side?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. Oh, you're gonna put it through there? I thought you were gonna put it through that one. Straight out. I thought that's where you're putting it.
Yeah, that should be
Okay, Sasha? Is that as high as you're going, or is that one of the lower ones? That has to be your upper one. We went through, but we just realized that the hole that he was going to be doing, that was supposed to be the lower hole, but it needs to be the upper hole. So there's a shelf that was here that we're hoping we could just leave there for storage, but it looks like we have to take it down. So we'll do that. Watch your face. Oh gosh. Easy, all said than done. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Pull. Pull. You got another bit to go. There we go. Yeah. Put 2 more in. Okay. How far do you think we need to go? Will it go back in? We pull it out too far? It could be tighter. It's not even tighter. Do you want it tighter around it? Ah. Oh, and could you help, little Ruth?
Does it blow on the other side?
Okay, so we got the ventilation fan all hooked up and going outside, and it's running. I think you can hear it. We rerouted the electrical cords to go here, and we bought new bales of wood shavings, and they fit perfectly up there, and we have another couple more, but we can put another one up there. So we've got all the storage we're just going to leave here, and now we're going to figure out how to build. I think we're going to build the roost bars here in front of the window, and I don't even think we have to go that high. I think we're going to just make them probably yeah, I think it'd be a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how big that is. Eventually we're going to have a hole here to go to the outside, and then there eventually will be a run out there. And then the brooder box that's right now in the basement, we have to take apart and put along this wall here. And that's the plan. And then there's a trip board that's at the front of the doorway there that's going to be put in there so we can pile up shavings and do the deep bedding method. But we don't want to put that there, we'll trip over it all the time. So Right now we're just gonna get measurements and then build this here. You don't want to mark that when you do it again? Exactly the same height.
That's one stand and then you see.
So if I understand correctly, because I'm a bit visually challenged, what we're going to do is go like this, but this piece isn't big enough, the one on the bottom, and then we're going to do the same on the top and then run boards across the top, and so these will be screwed into the floorboards and into the back, and then we'll run roost bars across the top. But this definitely has to be like further apart, because what we're trying to do is get 3 roost bars across so that they'll lay like this on top of that, and that they'll be far enough apart. And the reason, like, there's enough snow around here. You see, we live in Canada. It's cold, and from all the forums that I'm on, everybody says to put the 2x4 like this. I see like all the time on Pinterest that they're just 2x2s or something smaller, but here in Canada we need the boards this way so that the birds can put their feet flat and use the feathers to cover their feet so they don't get frostbite. Because last week it was like really cold, and nobody got frostbite on their toes because our roosts in the other coop are like this. So I don't know, I don't think it's good for them anyway. From what I've read, I don't know, I haven't had chickens for a long time, but from what I read, you shouldn't have too thin of ones anyway, because then their toes go like this and then they can get frostbite because they can't cover that with their feathers. So that's what we're doing. here on the nesting boxes. This is where the chickens lay the eggs. And so we're using what we had around the house. We have some milk crates, there's some plywood, some scraps here and there. And then this shelf was under here. So we're just gonna put the shelf back under to give support for the crates that go on top. And I was thinking we could probably just lay a piece of cardboard on here so that the shavings don't go through, or if they poop in there, we can always swap out the cardboard, unless I can find a piece of plywood to fit on here. And then we can have them so that... Yeah, I wouldn't put that in there.
Well, you could put roost shingles on top of that, a box on top.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
We just need something so that if they do poop, and the shavings don't go through. That's what we're doing right now. So this is just where the chickens are going to be able to lay the eggs. And then we can, what I want is so that it's kind of easy to take them out and clean them, because they're, need to be cleaned once in a while. So
Yeah.
you give them fresh water. So right now we're putting together the brooder box. We had it together in the basement. We had to take it apart to bring it outside. That was on the other side. This is the...
No, see the holes on the top?
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other way around. The hooks were in there. It doesn't matter. Does it? No. Anyway, this was the brooder box that was in the basement holding all of our chicks. And so we decided we were going to bring that out here so we can get the smell out of the house. It wasn't too bad the first couple weeks, but the last week they've just gotten so big that it was really hard to stay on top of the smell. So they're coming out here, and we had it like as a big, like it is right now. It's upside down. But we're gonna stand on its side, and we're gonna put a level in it so that we have 5 turkey chicks. And they're going to go on one level by themselves, and then the rest of the chicks are going to go on the bottom level. And then hopefully by the time these guys are big enough, the chicks that are hatching today and tomorrow are going to go in one of the levels. And then we'll always have somewhere to have chicks. Or if we have a broody hen, we can put that in there. And then she can raise some chickies in there and not be bothered by the other one. And they have their own food and water. So they can get used to seeing each other and socialize, but not have to, not be terrorized by the bigger ones.
Pecking order.
Yeah, it's a pecking order thing. So this is like a crib. They can slide across.
Hold on a little bit further.
All the way to the wall.
Yeah.
Is it all the way to the wall?
Yes,
It's all the way to the wall, but it's not all the way onto the 2x4.
Okay.
What's with the brick there? Is it supposed to be there?
How much was it?
that's good. And
Okay.
so we can
Okay.
clean that.
Okay.
This looks like it's against the wall.
No, it is. It's
No, we
just,
need to-
see?
So this here is actually from that pink room when we were cleaning it out to make it into a guest room. These were this is part of the shelving units these were the end pieces.
Yeah.
And they were all, weren't they all pink? Or the room was pink anyway.
These were.
So we took these all out and then repurposed these, and then we put what is that, an epoxy paint on that? The
Yeah.
concrete paint?
Didn't really go.
Can you go through? Oh. I think it should be okay though. So yeah, there's one on the top, one on the bottom. So we just repurposed stuff that we had here. I don't know why that doesn't want to go back.
Oh, that's okay.
And it is back to the bottom, but at the top.
Yes, oh, that's okay.
We can always shim it. Watch out, Rosie, Rosie, Rosie.
Rosie,
I can't
come
see
here.
you.
I'm gonna put 66.
Adam. So right now what we're doing is we're strapping in some grow lights. It's just to give them extra light because it's pretty dark in here, and I just want to make sure they can find their food and all that stuff. So we had to figure out a way to do it that would make sense and was safe. No.
The motor just gave up.
Yeah.
Or the gearing system.
Oh man. The other one's dead?
It's inside.
I know.
It's outside.
There.
The other one's
Yeah,
outside.
they're here, but you need a new battery.
Okay, can I have that one? Okay, that one is garbage now.
Well, I got a lot of mileage since we moved here.
Not just for me.
Some F hooks. Are they in your jacket, hon?
They're my jacket.
Put away. Dad got some things to just hook it on. We are hooking up the water, and then we have a food bucket. The waterers we have right now are really small, and the feeder we have as well. We're getting 12 more hens tomorrow, so it's gonna be booming. Real quick now, I just want to explain because it's getting dark and we got to get done here. We put rails in to keep the shavings in and the chicks in their respective levels. We still have to put this on here and it'll swing up. We've got the waterer here and it hangs down. We've got the feeder here. So we just got to quickly get everything done and then we can move everyone in. We've got food all ready to go and yeah, let's get her done. I better take these off. They're really fine. Onions are really, really big.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. Just see how that goes.
Well, I might have to move that one.
Hi guys.
Oh,
So we got our babies all moved in. Turkeys look like they might be cold. We'll just see. Once we get the door shut, it should be better. But the turkeys are out here. And then the little, we've got Wheaten Americanas, we got some Brahmas, some Wyandottes, and I think one bar rock that we hatched out last month. Yeah, what's going on, babies? What's going on? Did you find your food? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move you guys to your new home. Let's go. Don't worry, we'll bring the boyfriend. You're getting a new home tonight. Nice.
Here.
You want it?
You want to?
Come here, Rosie. This is Rosemary and Juliet. Gonna take you to your new home.
Yeah, this is the mean one.
It's a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Blah.
Yeah, what did you guys do to the Christmas lights? Yeah, you want to close it up. I don't want animals in there. We gotta lock all those up, Owen. Just wait till we're back. Hello, this is one of our Americanos. Say hello to the camera. No, not at all. Right. What do you mean? So this is the little turkey brooder pen. We separated the chickens and the turkey because they do eat different kinds of food. I was mixing it before as per directions from the place I got them. But now they're all up here, and we've got a little heat pad that's standing in the corner, so they have a little area where they can go at the back. They've got their little food. We put their water on a couple of bricks, hoping that they don't kick so many shavings in. It's working pretty good actually, and it's right underneath a grow light, so far it hasn't frozen, which is really good. And then the bottom pen, and if like I showed you the other day, this is like 2 days later, that we had one big door on here, so we did close it in a bit differently with chicken wire and OSB. We've got this little latch up here so that it makes it easier to access their food and water without a big mess. And they've got their fresh water. I just filled their food and they killed half of it already. They've eaten a whole bunch. And they still have the brooder plate in there. A few of them still go under there. It got pretty cold the other night. It went under 0 Celsius. So it was pretty cold the other night, but they managed to do fine. Everybody is looking fine. And they're eating and doing all the chickeny things that chickies do. So here, this blue rabbit cage that we got secondhand off of Kijiji was a cage that we had in the house for, like, it's kind of like our chicken hospital. And then we've got some extra wood shavings. This is the open bag, and behind that is the pullet grower for the chickens in the bottom. And then we picked up a bunch of feed yesterday. So this is the layer feed that we get. And we have more in this barrel over here. This is the, they pooped already. Oh, someone's laying an egg. So yeah, we've got feed in here. Right, Roy. I've got the turkey feed up here for now. I think I might have to do something with that so it doesn't spill out. Oh, should we give you guys some worms? I've got some mealworm. Roy! Settle down, buddy. These guys are... Yeah, here, have some worms. Somebody laid an egg. And it wasn't you, Roy. I don't know what's going on with Roy. He's been up in the nesting boxes too. I don't know why. Oh, crazy. You're crazy. Anyway, we've got bigger feed things. We've got a lower one, because some of the chickens are more dominant, so we wanted to have a secondary feeder. I think I might have to lift it up a bit because it seems pretty low. Now, as we build up the shavings, I've got a couple layers of shavings here. And then we got our big 3-gallon water jug. And it did freeze a bit the first night, but not all the way through, so it's quite a bit warmer here. And we got some pecking order stuff happening. And the roost bars are a great hit. They really love this faux tree thing. They've been up here. I scraped off all the poop this morning, but You can see that's where they love to go. And then if you just take a look here, we built a little door thing to the outside. And they're not wanting to go outside today. It's a little bit windy. It's not cold, but it's pretty windy. So they're not wanting to go out. And I can show you the run we built them. So that's the inside of our shed to chick shack renovation. And as you can see, we've got lots of chickens in here. I think we have 29, and then we have the little babies. And we'll just see. I might be, a couple of them are, I think, roosters that we were told were hens. So they may be rehomed soon. And then yesterday we picked up some Boven Browns, and they're already laying eggs, which is fantastic. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you very much for your service. And I'll just take you outside and show you the run that we have for now, and that's just until the snow thaws and we get something bigger. And I think all good. So we had to put, this latch only opens from the outside, so we rigged it up. We'll figure something else up, probably with some kind of cord, but this is what we had on hand, so we use this so that when you're inside you don't get locked in or the door doesn't blow open and all the chicks run out. Because we made a makeshift run here using a bunch of pallets, and this was the lid to the brooder before. We have to clean up the dog dish. It's a heated water dish. We'll get that rigged up and put in there. And this just opens here with a spongy cord so you can access the run. We plan on building a covered run with a sloped roof so that if it snows or rains, yesterday it was dripping off the roof. It was dripping right off the roof into the run. So,
yeah, and it's dripping rank.
And yeah, so we just put some straw down here because there's snow underneath here, and we just fastened the pallets together, and there's bales of straw on the back side, and then we put a bit of plywood on the inside because some of the chickens were actually going into the pallet and getting themselves stuck in between the grooves. Chickens, they're just chickens, but anyway, so we got this here, but again we're going to do a covered run because we have a lot of owls and hawks and coyotes and all kinds of stuff, and we'll go over as far as we can go and then have a man-sized door to get in and out. And yeah, and they can come and go as they please, and then we'll lock up the door at nighttime. So that's why this isn't predator proof, and yes, they probably could fly out, so we'll just have to watch that. But
Chickens are here too.
we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we tried fit the bird netting, but then we decided to just put scrap plywood around instead. All right, so that's it with the shed to chick shack renovation and our little run. And in the spring when we make because we're middle of February, almost end of February here, it's too cold to be outside too long and the ground isn't frozen, so we want to make sure to make that predator proof, and we'll show you that when we get to it in the spring. But for now, the chickens have a bit better option. We're going to move the other coops. Those will be breeding pens, and we managed to keep them warm enough so they didn't freeze in the deep freeze last week, but this is a much better solution, and I'm glad that we did it. I don't know why we waited so long, probably because we had moving boxes and other junk in there, and that's all gone. So it's a good chicken home now, and hopefully we'll be getting lots of eggs, and we can stop outsourcing our eggs and grow the farm. Farmstead, homestead, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and seeing what you guys have to say. And if there's anything that if you're a chicken owner and you've got some ideas on how we can streamline this, improve this at all, or any features that we should have. I plan on having like a playground in here. It's too cold to be outside all the time. So we got done what we got done, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.